Day 34 of retirement. Now I'm doing something I've been wanting to do, and that is to film when it's super early. It's only 5:55 right now, and these are my bushes here. I need to trim at least the sides. I like them to grow as tall as they feel like growing during the summertime. Just keep the sides nice and neat. I like to provide shade for people. And look at all my oleanders. They're overgrowing and they're beautiful. Some things I like to just let them overgrow and be natural. And what did I want to add to that? I wanted to say that I just have a few thoughts on being a man. Here I am walking down the street, and because the sun's not even up yet on this super hot day, right at the moment it's cool. It's only, I think it said 65 degrees. But here I am walking down the street without a hat on. My hair's messy. I haven't shaved yet. But, oh, and I have my cup of coffee, my Stater Brothers instant coffee. And when you're a man, you don't want to look like a mess in society, especially if you're in California, because, well, you kind of scare people. Scare women's a better way to put it, or people don't trust you. And I'm trying to help this little beetle here on the ground. There's lots of these little beetles here. Here, I'll show you one. These little things are cute. Now, they're known as California June bugs. And come on, guy, flip over. Here's one. To me, the June bugs are those little tiny guys that, well, they're not this tiny, but they're like, in Australia, they call them Christmas beetles. They're multicolored, large, metallic looking, but I guess these little guys we see here on the sidewalk are the technical beetles, what are known as the California June bug, the Southern California June bug. And one thing that's interesting is it doesn't matter, got to put this down, my pants are falling. It doesn't matter if you live in one place or another place. Apparently all over the country, people consider different bugs to be June bugs. Well, as I was saying, when you're a man, you want to be at least decently put together in society, or people will think that you're crazy, and I don't want that to happen. But since it's only 5 something and I'm just walking along with my coffee, I just thought, forget it, I don't want to wear a hat, the sun's not up. So my hair doesn't look that bad. It just kind of has a, punk rock, 1980s look, I guess. But I've always had this stick-up hair my whole life. You can ask my brothers or my sister. I think of it as palm tree hair. It just stands on end. I always have to do something with it. I have to either cut it, or I just put some gel in it, move something to make it go down a bit, and tame. I don't have a lot to say. Oh, isn't this cute? Look at that. See how they did their porch like that? And then you can see the American stuff on their porch. I love in middle class neighborhoods when people do stuff like this. And then this guy right here, he's got a beautiful yard. He works in yards as a profession. Look what he did right here. He added that part, that high part, and put that stuff right there. And see, he's got nice Americana decorations there. I always wonder who invented these flags, the draping kind. That was a creative soul that came up with that. And go back over here to this guy right there. Okay, put it back to normal. And I wonder how many of these little beetles I'll see walking along. If I see them on their back and they're struggling, I like to flip them over. But with these guys, it's a lost cause, because once they get to that point where they're falling over, they're just, you know, they're on their last legs. I still feel bad for them. And there's some scientist or someone in the past said that God has an inordinate love of beetles. And I guess he said that on account of the fact that there are at least something like 500,000 different types of known beetles, and that's probably only about a fifth or an eighth or something of the amount of beetles there are on the planet. There's so many different types we don't know about. I like them. Yeah, there's such great variety of them. For instance, when you go to Sedona, you see these funny looking black and white striped beetles. This guy's got a cool yard. I call this the Tucson yard because the kinds of things you see here are things that you see in the city of Tucson in people's in their yards. I will get about to working on my resume, and actually I'm going to put in at least 30 minutes on job search, and I'm okay if I don't ever work again, but I do want to at least try working at a charter school for a while, 6 months, a year or something. And if not that, I can do some other kind of work. I'm just a little surprised that here I am. I'm still in my 50s, and I'm able to retire in a way that though I'm not rich, I never have to work again. That amazes me, but you know, I was just very, very good at saving and putting aside money pre-tax, having it taken out of my check for years and years, you know, before you get your paycheck, so that I would be better prepared. Many people would never retire with as little money as I have, but it's something that I chose to do because, okay, I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I'm not dumb either. And one thing I know, you only have so much time in life. And as someone said recently, I don't want to retire just to go straight to my wheelchair or a nursing home. And that's my feeling exactly. Well, I might do a part 2 in a little bit. Whoa, scare this guy. Okay, someone's wanting me to stop. End of day 34 of retirement. Signing off super early in the morning. And be looking for a part 2 later on today. Take care. Bye.